Right now, it is time for us to check sports with Mike Cozzi. Let's bring him in right now. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
How was your weekend?
Good.
We're getting a lot of rain here this morning. Well,
That's all right.
yeah, rain's not a bad thing, I guess. Better than snow. Better than snow. Okay, how did we do with our picks this weekend?
I went 3-0. You went 2-1.
Okay. Who did I lose with?
Miami.
Bums. All right. Real bad news about Joe Burrows with his torn ACL.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. A lot of injuries. They didn't have any. They didn't have any postseason. They didn't have any practices or anything like that. A lot of people are going down with these same images. All right.
That's got nothing to do with it.
Nope.
It's the way the game is played. It's a part of the game. You get hit. It happens.
Yeah.
I mean, Drew Brees didn't fracture 9 ribs because he didn't play preseason.
Damn. You're right. All right. Okay. So now, one thing that yesterday showed in the NFL is that there's a lot of bad teams and only a few good teams. I mean,
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah, but it just became. It even stands out even more. It's just. It's amazing. It's amazing. That's all you have to say. Well, tonight's game, Los Angeles and Tampa Bay.
The Rams?
Yeah, the Rams and Tampa Bay. And I'm going to
Where's the game at?
I'll tell you in a second here. Let me just double check this real quick just so I make sure I'm right. They're Los Angeles Rams. Doesn't say. Doesn't say where it's at.
I'll take Tampa anyway.
Yeah, I was going to take Tampa anyways, too. There was just no doubt about it. So we'll see. Because Los Angeles, once again, looks like one of those teams that's really good, and they're not. They just barely beat the Giants. Okay. What else?
That's a good barometer.
It is a good barometer. If you just beat the Giants by only a field goal, and you're meant to be a leading team, no. I can tell you right now what would happen if the Giants played Pittsburgh. I can tell you right now what happened if the Giants would play Kansas City. I could tell you that right now they would get blown out. It wouldn't be a close game.
That's a Captain Obvious right there.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is that there's not many other teams in the league that you can say that about. There really isn't. There really isn't. And that's it. I mean, to me, the two best teams in the NFL are both in the AFC. So
Kansas City's better than Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh ain't that good.
No, but they're still heads above everybody else. It's just and then the Jets. You see where what's his name? Their running back that they got doesn't really want to stay with them. They're going to go 0-16.
Surprise!
Surprise! Oh,
the guy they got rid of, Bell, he's playing pretty good in Kansas City, I think, right?
Yeah, he's playing okay, and he's keeping his mouth shut. Yeah, that's exactly right. He's participating with the team.
The Jets are a cancer.
You know, you said it when they hired that coach. Why
would you hire a bum?
Why would you hire a guy that has nothing but a losing record and poor offenses? And once again, I feel sorry for Jet fans. It's just
not me. I don't feel sorry at all for Jet fans. If you're that dumb to be a Jet fan, you deserve it.
All right. With that being said, so it's the Rams versus Buccaneers. Now, was there any racing over the weekend that you bet on?
Yeah. I gave the 2 races we had.
Yep.
Fight Night won the race out at Churchill, and the 8 horse that I picked got caught late in the Red Smith at Aqueduct in a pretty good race. I think the name of the horse that won was North Dakota or South Dakota or something like that, which knocked me out of my pick 4. But the streak continues.
Well, I tell you, that's, hey, so you didn't have that bad of a weekend then?
I haven't had a bad weekend, I don't know how long.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
Not much. There's not, that's a loaded question. No, there's nothing I want to talk about.
You're right. I take that question.
No.
I take that question back.
The only one thing I want to talk about is 2 teams that totally stink is Rutgers and Michigan. Rutgers and Michigan, they went to, I think, a double or, I think this either a single or double or triple overtime or something Saturday. So that, if Michigan is sunk to the depths of being able to, or having to take Rutgers to a triple overtime, they're terrible. And Rutgers has made no improvement because they couldn't beat a terrible team like Michigan. You're going to hear the people say, "Oh, well, they were right there against Michigan." Michigan stinks.
Oh God, Michigan's terrible this year.
Michigan is garbage.
Yeah,
that Rutgers couldn't beat them is not a feather in Rutgers' hat to take them to triple overtime, and that it took triple overtime for Michigan to beat Rutgers. Harbaugh's job is gone.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, another surprising game in college football was Indiana. They took Ohio State to the very, very end.
Well, they were getting beat up.
Yeah,
and then they came back strong on them.
Yeah. That was a fun game to watch. I mean,
yeah, it must have been pretty good.
Yeah, it was. It really was a fun game to watch. I'll tell you right now, I'm having more fun watching the college games than I am watching the pro games. I am. Oklahoma, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, has a defense, and they're playing great as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. As a kid, I formed an affinity for Oklahoma football. I don't know why. Maybe it's because when I was watching as a kid, I used to see that
used to win all the time,
and also the wagon used to go around whenever they scored. You know what I mean? They have the horses with the pulling the wagon and stuff like that. But I'm for some reason I'm an Oklahoma, Clemson, and what's Auburn fan. I like those three clubs. Yeah.
I used to really look forward to watching Oklahoma, Nebraska the day after Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, big time. And
that was always a good game.
I always
was always a real good game.
And I like their uniforms as well.
The Oklahoma Nebraska game, the Texas A&M game, and who was the other one? Auburn and Alabama all used to play the day after Thanksgiving. Those used to be things to look forward to. They're all gone.
Yeah.
They've changed.
Yeah, well,
change sucks.
Yeah. It does, but it comes. All right. So the next time we'll speak to you is what?
So does Armageddon.
Yeah, I know. So the next time we'll speak to you, what, is Friday?
I don't know. I was thinking about that. You got games on Thanksgiving Day, so I don't know what you want to do with that.
Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll do a quick thing on
Wednesday.
On Thursday morning.
No, I won't be around.
You won't be around, so we'll do a quick thing on Wednesday. And then we'll do
I'll call you again Friday.
And then we'll do Friday. Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good to me. All right.
Yep.
All right. See you then on Wednesday.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Mike Cozzi with a check on sports this morning here on Robin Hood Radio.